Hi, Sarah. Hey, I know there's only so much I can do in a quick video. And I also know that a lot of the stuff that we did this last month was done independently. And so students were responsible to kind of look at things on their own, which I know is hard. It is hard, and I understand that. So what I thought I would do is to point out some of the best things that you could go back and review to kind of wrap your mind around what rhetorical analysis is. First, so I'm right here looking at our Writing Project 2 module. First of all, go back to that assignment instructions, read that very carefully, what we are doing here. And you picked a good editorial. You're going to look at the editorial that you chose. And like I said, it doesn't really matter what the topic is. It doesn't really matter whether you agree with the author or not. We're just looking at how your author tried to persuade her audience of ASU college students. What kind of techniques did she use in her writing? What kind of strategies did she use? Did she share a lot of personal stories to convince her audience? Did she throw a lot of statistics at them? Did she bring in some credible sources to build up her own credibility and the credibility of her argument? And if so, why? That's the analysis. Why did the author make these choices and were they effective? So we're analyzing the writing choices, not the topic. So look over that. And then I think some of the best things that you can do, let's get back to the top, is look at these examples. These are two examples of where students wrote the exact type of essay that we are writing. Okay, look at how they introduced it and kind of summarize their article, and then look at the things that they wrote about, how they focused on their author's writing techniques. I think that would help a whole lot. Let's see. Down here, the things that I asked everyone to do over fall break are really helpful also. Watch this video and this read this chapter. What is rhetorical analysis? All right. This students were to do on their own, but it's really helpful. It's short. It's incredibly helpful. Read over that. This is a fantastic video on what rhetoric is, what rhetorical analysis is. So it is impossible to really understand what we are doing by just kind of flying through this. It takes time. Students need to watch these videos. They need to do the reading, especially since we went online for 2 weeks during this section. So watch that. Another thing I hope you watched, not very many students watch this, which is a little frustrating, but my video that I recorded over the second week when you didn't come into class. And it offers some more explanation. So please watch that. And that should help you also. Right here, I have even more videos on what rhetoric is, what audience and genre, the things that we can analyze. So when you're looking at your article, who is the audience? Well, we know what the audience is. This is pretty easy. It's ASU college students. How did they adjust their rhetoric or their persuasion, their techniques of persuasion? How did they cater or style or design those to persuade that specific audience? Okay. And some of those techniques they could have used would be, how did they establish their credibility and trust? Did they talk about personal stories? Did they bring in a lot of sources, like I mentioned? And who were those sources? If you look at a lot of these op-ed pieces, they didn't just bring in authorities, they brought in authorities who work right there at ASU, experts who are right there at ASU. Why would that make a difference? Okay, why would that be more persuasive for their audience? Pathos, did they use a lot of emotional stories? Did they build up emotion? Is that how they persuaded their audience? Or did they have a lot of statistics, logos, statistics and data, or appeal to just their sense of logic? Look at all of those things, and that should help. Other than that, if you want to get together and talk about this over Zoom, or I wish we could stick around after class. I can do it even today if you want, or on Monday. Um, let me know, okay? I hope this helps. I hope reviewing all of that helps. Okay, Sarah? All right, take care.